Welcome back, everyone. By now you've seen the 3 videos that I did with the Sunno HDi phone. I did the unboxing and then the first impressions video after I had the phone for a few days. Now that I've had the phone for a few weeks, I wanted to do a follow-up review with the what I liked about the phone and the different features and software in it, and the sort of stable configuration that I have on the phone, setting up things the way I like it, etc. So, along with a few pieces of software that I found are pretty useful. So, let's take a look around and see how the phone is, what the software comes with it, etc. This one, like previously I said, the shell that's running the phone is the SPB mobile shell. The more I use it, the more I find how useful it is. The slide feature and functionality is very nice. You get this carousel feature that I found I don't really use a whole lot, because a lot of these things are just set up as shortcuts. For example, my contacts, you can have a contact carousel that you can tip and you can scroll through, but I usually have my contacts set up as a single page, and then the other contacts will show up if you just click that, and you can go through it with the number pad key here on the bottom. As a phone, I think I do miss the fact that it doesn't have hardware keys on the bottom here. These are all soft keys: home key, call key, a back key, and an end call key. I somehow miss the fact that you don't have tactile features on that, but the soft keys are fine, I think. On a design aspect of the phone, I think the bezel here of the phone, the actual form factor, is probably about a ½ inch too big. You see the screen here ends on the bottom over here, and then the soft keys don't show up till about 3/4 to an inch later. So you have quite a bit of wasted space here in between. So I don't know if they use the same form factor for larger screen phones, but the phone could have been shorter in lengthwise, and made it a little bit more compact, because there's quite a bit of screen space that's left over. If you see on the I don't know if you can see it or not, but right in here where my thumb is where the logo is. That could have been easily on the top or something, and not had that much time, that much space taken up, extra space taken up. Okay, the best file browser that I've found is made by Resco. I've used quite a bit of Resco products, and they tend to be fairly nice. The scrolling on this and the features and functionalities that you get are pretty nice, so I would recommend the Resco browser. The internet browsing is still got a lot to be desired on the Windows mobile platform. I'll show you what the inbuilt Explorer looks like. Let's see if we go find it. For comparison, we'll go to, let's say, the mobile CNN.com page. Forget about browsing websites that are fully not mobile sites. They just don't render properly. The mobile sites tend to show up okay, but there isn't the iPhone really has the market on the zoom features and the navigational stuff on here. On here you see you sort of get this bar on the right side here on the bottom that shows you where you are on the page. There isn't a good way of zooming in. If I press and hold this, okay, so I get the zoom selection here. So with this I can slide this bar up and down that sort of zooms the page, but the multi-touch aspect of the iPhone where you can pinch and zoom is lacking in here. I tend to miss that quite a bit when you are side scrolling, when you have to go left and you try to zoom and then the page doesn't render properly. So that's the Internet Explorer that's built in. I've played around with Skyfire. That's what I used to use in my old Shadow, but with this one I've started using Opera Mobile, and I'm using version 9 here. With version 10 I installed it, but somehow it didn't import the favorites that I had stored already in my Internet Explorer. So 9 tends to get everything in, but 10 does not. So with this one, if I go back here, browsing is a little bit faster, I've seen, because well, I don't know why it is, but the servers tend to respond a little bit quicker, and the layout and the text is a little bit crisper. They tend to use the clear type fonts a little bit better than the Internet Explorer does. So for browsing, Opera Mobile is the way to go. I showed last time a couple of GPS software. So I had iGo that I showed. In the meantime, I've installed TomTom and Garmin. The nice thing that I like about the Garmin, I already have it running in the background, so we should be able to get to it fairly quickly. Alright, yep, so with Garmin we see up on the top it's found my satellites, it's got full reception. The nice thing about the Garmin mobile that I don't have the Garmin that's on the actual PNA or PDA type devices, but the one that's meant for mobile phones, is that you have this feature called traffic, and then as long as you have a data package, it'll pull in all the traffic information online and then relay it on top of the route that you are going on. So let's see if it gets stuff. Okay, here's what we see. So here's all the stuff that's going on around in the Chicago area currently. You can pick one by random, and then it'll actually show you what the incident is, and if you were en route, you'd actually see it come up on the map screen. So here it is overlaying it, or trying to overlay that incident on where the where that stretches. That's the I-94 stretch, and that's the area that it's talking about, where there's a little bit of congestion going on. Okay, so I still like iGo, but for commuting, when I need to know things that are ahead of me, this Garmin Mobile is actually pretty nice. This particular phone, the tri-band phone, was listed as having an FM receiver, or as having FM radio, but in talking with the seller, it looks like the FM part is only internet radio. There isn't an actual FM receiver built into this particular device.